Good morning, guys. This morning I want to talk to you a little bit about something that could well affect us car delivery drivers quite a lot. And that is this rumour that's going around that the government might well change the rules, around car tax. So at the moment, my car tax is £30 a year, which is great. Can't say fairer than that. 30 quid a year. Basically, it's like paying nothing when you divide it down like throughout the months. However, what they are thinking about announcing in the October statement is pay per mile. So from what I understand, pay per mile is basically what it says. So you'll be charged based on how many miles that you drive in your car. And not all cars will be charged at the same rate. So I believe that larger cars will be charged at a higher rate than smaller cars. I looked into it a little bit. I can't find a great amount of details, but I have seen that basically people like myself that are driving high mileage, I drive somewhere between sort of like 16,000 and 20,000 miles a year. I could see my bill go from 30 quid a year all the way up to like £600 a year plus. And that's in a small car. I've got a 1.2 litre engine. So I dread to think, if you were driving around doing deliveries in I know one guy in particular that's got like a 2.6 litre turbo. I don't know how he insures that, how much it costs, etc. But there we go. But yeah, pay per mile could be coming to the UK. I've also heard a few other rumours. One that they're going to be much more strict about speed limits, and also that they're going to be much more strict when it comes to seatbelts and phones. So speed limits at the moment, this is just a rumour I've heard. At the moment, I believe they allow for 10% plus 2 if you're being caught by a speed camera. Or the police can use their discretion if they're catching you manually. But I've heard that it's going to be like a very rigid, like just to the mile. So you have to be under 30 miles an hour. You have to be under 40 miles an hour. So that's another rumour I've heard about. And also seatbelts and phones. I've heard that they're going to bring in zero tolerance. So seatbelt wise, it's not too much of a worry, but I feel like most delivery drivers are guilty at some point of touching their phone when they probably know they shouldn't. I try to not do it, but when you've got jobs going off and driving, obviously my phone's always in the cradle, which up until now I believe you're allowed to touch your phone a minimal amount of times. Same as touching a radio, same sort of law, as long as you're not losing control of the vehicle or not concentrating on the road. But yeah, what do you guys reckon? What have you guys heard? It'd be good to hear what you've heard in the comments down below, but that's what I've heard on those things. Pay per mile is something that I'm specifically worried about. I'm not too worried about the other two things because I don't tend to speed, and I don't tend to drive my seatbelt off or touch my phone too much while I'm driving. But yeah, pay per mile. I think it's going to affect quite a lot of people. I feel sorry, especially for people that have gone out and spent a lot of money on an EV vehicle, because at the moment they're paying nothing, and I've heard that they might have to pay significant sums of money. But there you go. What have you guys heard? Please let me know in the comments down below.